Dunkin Donuts' meteoric global expansion, from a single Massachusetts storefront in 1950 to more than 14,000 franchised locations spanning nearly 40 countries by 2025, illustrates a synergetic fusion of strategic franchising, hyper-localized innovation, and disruptive sensory marketing. What began as a humble bakery has evolved into a high-velocity, data-driven ecosystem capable of adapting to emerging consumer trends, geopolitical shifts, and macroeconomic tides. In the immediate post-World War II era, franchising emerged as a transformational vehicle for rapid scale-up. Dunkin Donuts seized this golden age opportunity by rolling out its very first franchise in 1955, deploying standardized playbooks, operational key performance indicators, and a vaulted fresh every minute promise that resonated with booming suburban foot traffic. This early commitment to consistency and repeatability laid the groundwork for a powerful globalization paradigm, one that would amplify its reach in lockstep with the establishment of institutions like the WTO in 1995 and the landmark US-Korea Free Trade Agreement in 2012. By the early 2000s, Dunkin's franchise-powered value proposition had crystallized. Local entrepreneurs provided capital for build-outs and store operations, while Dunkin Corporate delivered brand equity, supply chain orchestration, and omni-channel marketing support. At the same time, seismic macroeconomic currents, such as the 1997 Asian financial crisis, reconfigured retail landscapes across East Asia, creating fertile ground for agile, Western-backed concepts to capture market share and redefine the coffee and donut category. No market epitomizes this synergy more than South Korea. Fueled by rapid post-war industrialization, dynamic urbanization, and the global Hallyu wave, Korea embraced coffee culture with unrivaled enthusiasm. By 2014, Dunkin South Korea accounted for approximately 40% of all non-US revenue, with over 900 outlets, outnumbering rival chains. In a testament to its strategic importance, Dunkin even built its only coffee roasting plant outside the United States in Seoul, ensuring hyper-fresh batches for discerning consumers and streamlining its regional logistics network. Dunkin's hyper-localization playbook in Korea goes far beyond translation. Menu innovation took center stage with offerings like kimchi-stuffed donuts and chicken leg-shaped pastries developed in partnership with local brands, marrying core Dunkin identity with bold regional flavor profiles. Seamlessly integrated mobile ordering and popular local payment platforms, such as Kakao Pay, delivered frictionless guest experiences that aligned perfectly with Korea's tech-savvy ecosystem. Perhaps the most audacious display of experiential branding was the 2012 Flavor Radio campaign. Dunkin installed scent-spraying modules on Seoul buses that released the aroma of freshly brewed coffee in sync with a catchy jingle, an audio-olfactory mashup that drove a staggering 29% uplift in nearby coffee sales. This multi-sensory stunt not only earned global creative awards, but also underscored Dunkin's willingness to pioneer immersive marketing tactics. Dunkin's growth story extends to the Philippines, where the chain first launched in 1981 under a local franchisee. Riding the wave of remittance-driven consumer spending and a bulging youth demographic, Dunkin Philippines scaled to its 800th store by August 2023, commemorating the milestone with a simultaneous baker's dozen rollout of 13 new locations across Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. Aggressive drive-through expansions, localized breakfast bundles, and a digitally enabled loyalty program bolstered market leadership amid annual GDP growth rates north of 6%. In Saudi Arabia, Dunkin entered in 1986 and capitalized on oil wealth-fueled consumption and Vision 2030's economic diversification agenda. By late 2022, more than 500 outlets peppered the kingdom, with a goal of 600-plus stores by year-end. Collaborations with local franchisee Shahir Food Limited led to the introduction of late-night service models and compact mall-based formats that resonated with aspirational tech-driven youth demographics. Not all ventures were smooth. Dunkin's 2008 Shanghai debut targeted 150 locations but stalled below 50 by 2014 due to supply chain complexity and cultural misalignments. Similarly, ambitious relaunches in the UK and experiments in Sweden were later scaled back or exited when premium coffee-centric consumer expectations diverged from Dunkin's donut-centric proposition. These lessons reinforce the imperative for granular market intelligence and agile menu diversification. Dunkin weathered the 2007 to 2009 global financial crisis by leveraging its capital-light franchise model to sustain expansion in lower-risk geographies. A decade later, the COVID-19 pandemic's lockdowns and supply chain disruptions triggered a strategic pivot. Drive-through optimization, contactless delivery partnerships, and supercharged e-commerce fulfillment drove a double-digit surge in digital sales. Today, Dunkin's network of over 14,000 restaurants, backed by robust regional R&D hubs such as the Innovation Center in Singapore, exemplifies a best-in-class franchise ecosystem built for omni-channel engagement. Strategic alliances with fintech players in the Middle East and Southeast Asia have deepened consumer touchpoints.
Thanks for watching.
Enabling
If you enjoyed this deep dive,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more business breakdowns.
Dunkin is pilot
inspiring
testing
stories from around the globe.
stores in
Stay
Korea.
tuned, exploring
There's so much more to
blockchain
uncover
traceability
here at
emerging
Coffee
markets
Beans.
and implementing AI-driven demand forecasting models in the Philippines. As emerging middle classes expand and digital lifestyles intensify, Dunkin's ability to blend franchising scalability, hyperlocal relevance, and immersive sensory experiences will remain its ultimate competitive differentiator, demonstrating that the global conquest of a humble donut shop is as much about cultural alignment and economic zeitgeist as it is about coffee and pastries.